Hi guys, it's Patricia and today I'm filming my Non-Scentsy wax empties for the month of October. I have some candles, I have some retail and vendor wax, so let's get into it. Let's start with the candles. Let's talk about the Bath & Body Works ones I finished up first. I finished up a 1 wick of Cider Lane. This one looks like there's a lot of wax left, but it just had a little bit of residual wax on one side. This burned really well. Nice, a little good scent throw from this. Did have some soot, you can see right here, but I would definitely pick this up. It's almost like a caramel apple scent. It's really pleasant. I like to warm it alongside of Scentsy's Caramel Apple Craze. Not the same, but complements it nicely. I also finished up a 1 wick of Leaves. Also looks like there's a lot of wax left. Now, there's quite a bit of tunneling there. This is a 1 wick. This is a really nice, vibrant, fresh, like apple, outdoorsy scent. I think there's like apple and golden nectar, and I like this one, I think, better than Autumn. I know there's kind of like 2 schools, but I did have to cotton ball this. I've never had to cotton ball a 1 wick. That's what that little dash means. But the reason it really looks screwed up is I put this in our jack-o'-lantern on Halloween night, and being cold and being shifted, like being off center, it burned funky, but there's still lots of scent in this candle, so I will put this on the warmer and get some use out of it that way. And the last Bath & Body Works candle I finished was a 3 wick in Pumpkin Apple. This one I did have some struggles with. This is a really nice basic like pumpkin apple scent with almost like an apple cider simmering scent with a tiny bit of spices. This is very nice to burn alongside of a Scentsy Cider Mill, a scent like that. I did have to cotton ball this a couple of times, and I actually put PO, which could stand for pissed off, but really it stands for pour off. I had to pour off wax because it got that gross, like burnt smell. Once I poured the wax off, it kind of rejuvenated itself a little bit. It did struggle, like I said, but this is a really nice scent. This would be a good one if you wanted to. You could chop this up and melt it into melts, and you get a nice scent throw that way. So I finished up 3 Yankee candles. Let's start with the 1 wick first. This is in the soft wax format. This one here had a lot of sooting. You can see it's called Harvest, and this is a very cinnamon heavy based scent in terms of like very cinnamon heavy, maybe a tiny bit of like pumpkin, but I like this candle. The wick was kind of like almost like a twisted wick, so it would get out of control quickly. You had to keep it super short. And as it burned, it didn't really form a mushroom top. It kind of formed like a fray top. So that they do have 2 other candles of this style that I'm working on, but I do know to keep these really short. And sometimes when you see soot, it's just because the candle kind of gets away from you. You look over and you're like, oh crap. And the wick's not even very long. You just got to keep on top of that one. For large jars, I finished up 2. I finished up a Sweet Apple. This one here, this one did really well until about the mid region, and then you can see it did have some struggling problems pulling out and things like that, but at the beginning it was such a champ. And the scent throw was really nice at the beginning as well. It was about a medium, and then it kind of died down a bit. This is really nice, a basic crisp clean apple scent, red apple, no spice, very pleasant. I would probably pick this up again because I did really enjoy it. And this one, that one I picked up at Winners. It was, let's see the date. It's covered up with one of those candle stickers, so I don't know if I can see. I think it's 2018. Yeah, 2018 pour. And this one is covered up as well. But this one I really like, Brazilian passion fruit in the 1 wick. And the wick's kind of buried in there because I did put this on the melter. The last time I lit it up, it kind of didn't have a chance to kind of do much, and I just wanted to get all the scent out of it because it's a really nice scent. It's like tropical, and there's almost like a plum vibe. It's super nice. It's in the world category back in the day. But yeah, I would definitely pick this up. Now, the only issue was the wick was a little small for the candle, so sometimes it would have to burn a lot, and it didn't really look like it was going to pool out, but then eventually it would. So this would be one that if you're home all day on the weekend, it would be a good one to burn. And that is a nice fruity scent, a little bit plum-like. Really like that one. Okay, so for retail wax, let's get into it. I finished up a Yankee candle centerpiece in Christmas Cookie. And this is just a nice cookie scent. What I did was I cut this in thirds and put it amongst 3 24-watt hot plates in my open layout. It did really well. I have a Christmas cookie candle that I also burned at the same time. My house smelled wonderful. And this worked really well. I would say maybe 6 or 7 hours, and then I took it out. Remember, those warmers, a 24-watt hot plate warmer, it's gonna get nice and hot, but you're gonna lose your scent a little faster. This one is from Goose Creek. It is called Black Amber Plum. This one here, I liked it, and it's a really good performer. It's like a nice plum scent with a little bit of depth with the amber, but the amber is very well done with this. My only complaint was at the same kind of time in my life, I was warming Ghostly Greetings, and this is definitely not as cologne-y or you know, as Ghostly Greetings, but it was kind of in the same family, so I think that's maybe why I didn't like it as much. I probably would not pick this up again, but if you like scents like that, this is a really good performer. That is Black Amber Plum from Goose Creek. So I have a few other little stragglers. Oh! Okay, let's do this one first. Glade, Lavender, and Vanilla. I've been having trouble with Glades. I could definitely smell this one, and maybe it's because I'm just iffy on lavender, but this was a little bit, I wanted it to be more vanilla, and it was kind of like a cologne-y vanilla lavender scent after a while, so I would not repurchase that, and I haven't had the greatest luck with Glade. I finished up from Scentsationals, Pumpkin Apple Muffins from the US. We do not get this one here in Canada. I picked this one up when I was in Vegas. This has like a strange tone at the end that doesn't really smell like muffin to me, but this is very, it's a very good performing wax melt, and it kind of has like a muffin, more pumpkin than apple. Like it's almost like the pumpkin is the base of the muffin, then you get the little apple chunks throughout. And yeah, I would not repurchase that, but man, did it ever work well. And this one was from Bed Bath & Beyond. What company is this? Ambiescents, which is I think Scentsationals as well. This was $2.99, and it's spiced pumpkin swirl. This reminded me a lot of Scentsy's pumpkin chai. I don't know why, but that's what it reminded me of. And this one here, I remember when I picked this up, I don't know if it was $2, I got it on sale, but they sent it in a box that was like this big. And that's all that was in the box. I ordered 5 things and this came on its own. So I'm sure that's not good for them to be making money that way. Time for vendor wax. Let's get into it. From Barrett's, I finished up Pumpkin Spice Chai. This was a very deep, this performed very well down in my open layout. I only used 3 cubes at a time, so I warmed it twice. And I think I warmed it, and then I started early morning, and then around 3, I took that one out and put it right back in again, and I got the whole day out of the clamshell that way. Very strong, very heavy nutmeg, clove, spices, the pumpkin. The clamshell does smell kind of gross now, but I don't think I would repurchase it, but I definitely liked it. Okay, so the next 2 are from my friend Shannon from Hayden Row. And I must say, so far I've had super luck with Hayden Row. Great performance. The first one is Mint Fairy. It was a nice big cube. There's a lot of notes here. Sweet spearmint, which I could definitely smell a lot of that. Bubblegum, pear, cotton candy, vanilla. I don't think I got pear, but I got a lot of like spearmint, candy, vanilla, you know, the bubblegum. That was an outstanding performer. It was up in my bonus TV room, and I could smell all the way downstairs in my son's room, and they are on opposite floors and opposite corners of the house. One little cube in a 20-watt Yankee hot plate. I didn't love the scent. It was okay. It was very spearminty and sweet. It's almost a little too sweet. The next one was Violet Lime. This one says aroma of violet blends with crisp, clean lime. So top notes are lime, mid notes are violet, and base notes are musk. I put this in it was a little duck. I put this in my youngest child's room in his Spider-Man Scentsy 25-watt ceramic bulb warmer. Outstanding. Did really well. Got a couple days out of this. Not constant, but this did really well. It was really vibrant and fresh in his room, and sometimes little boys' rooms need that. Yeah, I don't think I would repurchase it, but so far, if Hayden Row continues to perform the way it does, I would definitely look into picking up some things from her down the road once my stash is lower. From Rosegirls, I finished up Mango Sorbet. I had 2 mini melter cubes left, but they were good size, and I put them here in my bedroom in a 15-watt Glade hot plate, and this lasted a couple of days. This was very long lasting. It's very, very sweet. It almost reminded me of like a mango Campino candy with a lot of creaminess, but I liked it. I didn't love it. Like there was times where I was like, it's almost a little too sweet, but I enjoyed it. I don't think I repurchased it, but I would recommend it if you like those kind of scents. From Canada Kim, Supertarts, this is Candyman. This was a big lollipop with a stick. It says dark chocolate, honeycomb, and butter brickle. And I remember looking up the notes, like double checking, because to me it just smelled like a really like sophisticated candy smell, a gentle candy smell. I don't know. Maybe I smelled a little bit of honeycomb, but it was really well done. Dark chocolate I didn't really get. Like, I don't know, but I really liked this. It was on the light side for Supertarts. I would say it was a light heading towards medium, but definitely I would maybe buy this if I ever bought from Supertarts because I enjoyed it. From VCS, I finished Upstairs at Graceland. This was a big ghost. It's apple cinnamon swirl pancakes with cream cheese frosting. I didn't really care for this scent in terms of scent appeal, and it was a medium performer, so it did okay. I warmed it down in my open area downstairs, so it held its own. VCS does okay for me, but I just didn't love that scent, but I'm glad. I'm trying to polish off my oldest wax. From Waxy Taffy, I finished up Saturday in the Park. These are 4 individually wrapped. They look like waxy taffies. They're probably like, I don't know, half an ounce each maybe. Gosh, this is hard to read. Refreshing watermelon lemonade, pomegranate syrup, and sparkling lemon lime soda. I find sometimes if you have lemon lime soda, it kind of dominates the scent. It kind of blended really nice with the watermelon lemonade, and I didn't really get a ton of pomegranate, but all those things, it kind of was just a fancy spin-off of watermelon lemonade. Did I enjoy it? Yes. Would I repurchase? Probably not. So far, her taffies are hit or miss for me, so I am going to start using her scoops. I'm just trying to use those up first because I find scoops, I don't know, they seem to last a while, so from what I've noticed. But anyway, let's move on. For Canada, I finished up just maybe 4 or 5 items. From Make Sense, I finished up Pumpkin Marshmallow Latte. These were like, she has terrific coffee scents, and I hope she opens it back up soon. But this is pumpkin spice, rich espresso, and sticky marshmallows. Sometimes I didn't absolutely love this. It wasn't a home run, but then as it melted, I started to enjoy it more. And usually I love marshmallows, but I think it might have been the marshmallow that I wasn't crazy about in this scent, but this was a terrific performer. And that was from January 2019. So from Talulah & Po, I have 3 items to finish up. I have Autumn Harvest, which is basically pumpkin and apple. This is kind of like, you know, like pumpkin apple from Bath & Body Works, Cider Mill. I can't smell it in here at all. And I think this did okay. I warmed this by itself in one of my warmers, and then I warmed, finished up Fall Leaves and the other 2 warmers, and this is Mac Apple and Leaves type. So they all did okay. Nothing to write home about, but nothing bad either. Just a medium performer. Probably even maybe medium light down in my open area. And the next one is Fudge Matters. And this is a bakery scent. It's cranberry orange scones, Danish butter cookies, and butter fudge. Scent appeal on this wasn't the greatest because I really wanted more of the cranberry orange. But it was really heavy on the scones, and the scone was kind of reminiscent of the muffin note that you get in this. So yeah, anyway, those are my empties for the month, and stay tuned for another video if you like, because I have a Scentsy haul that I have to film, and I'll have, my hair will be done because I'm going to get my hair done. So I hope you guys have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next video.